fact that you didn't want to end your playing career on the sour note of losing a cup final.
That's about right. So hopefully the lads today can change that for me. Hopefully they can win it and then I can go on and take the glory.
To the Rangers fans, every player is a hero, but today's team announcement is just a little bit special.
3, Stuart Rowe. 4, Richard Goff. 5, Nigel Spackman. 6, Terry Butcher. 7, Trevor Stephen. 8, John Brown. 9, Ali McCoy's. 10, Morris Johnston. And 11, Mark Walters. And on the bench for us today, wearing 12, Davy Dodds. And 14, Graham Souness.
It's a fact that it's hard to win a championship, but even harder to retain it. And with the problems we had throughout the season, we had injuries to players, not just injuries to run-of-the-mill players, but key players who were injured. And for the lads, after the start they made, to have gone through both the injuries and the bad start and come out on top at the end of the season, it's been a great season for us.
It's been a squad performance this season, but at that particular point between November and February, we managed to hit a spell where we got good results when we needed to get them, and we didn't concede many goals, which is always a pleasing factor.
The celebrations last year fell flat with defeat in the last home match by Aberdeen. Against Dunfermline, Rangers are determined not to repeat history.
Lots of anticipation every time he gets the ball in. Well, that's not a bad ball indeed. Johnston almost got there, and that is why he's so good in the penalty box. I think when he gets the right service, there's nobody more potentially lethal than he in that situation. Now look at this. Now the goalkeeper perhaps ought to have got it, but he didn't, and he sneaks in there hidden and just brushed away. Stephen it up again, did well with the head. Gary Stevens at the back. Now, all requires a deft chip, it's there! Oh, dear oh dear. Walters did that very well. Then, it's off Butcher. Great goal line clearance. And there's Johnston, can't quite get in. Here's McCoy's. Really should have buried it. Now watch this one. Now it breaks to Butcher and right off the line. I think there may have been Jimmy Nicholl in the way. And there was Ali McCoist. Walters. You're hard put to keep it in, but does. Wilson goes back with them. Oh, beautiful turn. Here's Monroe. Oh, great save. Oh, Walters. Look at the pace of Walters. Tremendous run, and there's McCoy's. Yes, he's done it. By the law of averages, the number of chances he's had, he gets to the end of that quite superb run by Mark Walters. 1-0. 7 minutes gone of the second half, and credit to this majestic run. Watch this. Sheer pace, determination, and control at the end. Beautifully weighted pass, and Westwater almost off the hip, saved the day, but not quite. Well, no more than Rangers are due. They should have been 3 or 4 up by now. Monroe having to search for the ball in a way. Now Walters. Oh, that's really flew in. And Graham Souness is about to come on to play his last competitive senior game of football after a career stretching back to 1970 when he signed as a teenager for Tottenham Hotspur. Goff, Walters can't quite get there, hooked away. Walters. Souness, and I wonder what's going through his mind now. Seconds away from his last game, that's a very good ball indeed. Trevor Stephen. Well, Johnston is on the inside, there he is. On towards David Dodds, oh yes! A very good goal indeed. To wrap it up, seal the day, and put Rangers, the supporters, the manager on the field in right fettle for the champagne. Great ball this by Johnston. Beautifully finished off by David Dawes, as he's done for so many teams. That's 2-0, and we've played just over the 90 minutes. Richard Goff. And there it goes.
Jubilation as the Ibrox crowd celebrates a third title in 4 years. And if any had harboured doubts about the gamble taken by the manager just 9 months before on Ibrox's most controversial signing ever, those fans were surely now convinced.
Maurice Johnston, for me, would be as responsible as anybody else in the playing staff for us winning the league this year. I felt he's had a great season. The risk, of course there was a risk, but the risk in my book had to be taken, because for us to go forward, for us to be where we want to be, which is hopefully one day up with the very best in Europe, we can't limit ourselves to a certain part of the population.
And his goal-scoring attributes were shown time and time again. He scored some marvellous goals.
He got great goals, but also he got goals in important games. He got important goals. You know, he wasn't getting the third in a 3-0 win. He was getting the 1-0s against Aberdeen, against Celtic. You know, they're the games, if you look back, they're the games that turned our season.
And it's obviously, you can see from his face, he enjoys scoring as much against Celtic as he did for them.
He just likes scoring goals, as all goal scorers do. He's had a great season, but again, it'd be wrong for me to pick just him. He's all credit to him. You know, not just in the footballing side, but all credit to him, the way he's handled himself off the pitch with the obvious problems.
Could you actually believe you'd been approached by Rangers?
Yes and no. Obviously, when the manager came here, he says he was going to change the whole setup. He's done that. He's won 3 championships in 4 years, and obviously he's wanted to strengthen that. And all of a sudden the Celtic deals fell through and the managers came in for me. I was delighted to join him.
There's no doubt at all that there must be some kind of pressure on you when you start, but did this guy help you in some way?
No, not at all. Actually, we were actually rooming together in Italy when we first went over. The shutters were closed. It was about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I got up to do the toilet, and you couldn't see a thing. So as I'm coming out, the next minute I've heard a loud scream, and I've jumped in the corner. I've a loud scream myself. I've thought somebody's coming through the window or something.
I've woke up, but you got to picture. I've woke up, right, and I think the wee man's lying sleeping there, but he's not, and I can just see that shadow coming in the door. So I'm going, ah! And I put the light on. I can see the wee man coming up. I
thought it was a sniper coming through the window.
Maurice Johnston laughing off the pressures brought by his move to Ibrox. At the back, the defenders enjoyed a superb season, with Chris Woods notching 18 shutouts in a league season which saw only 19 goals conceded.
I think it's down to everybody really, not just the back four and myself. I mean, I think defending starts from the front too. So I mean, obviously we're pleased. The back four's pleased that we've gone such a long way in keeping clean sheets and goals against. But overall, I mean, I'm pleased with the way that my own personal form's going as well.
For any defender, you look for consistency, obviously. Not really brilliance, and I feel this season it's what I've managed to achieve is a good level of consistency.
The defensive record, of course, has been superb this season. It is really a record in its own right. Is that perhaps what has won the championship rather than the goals scored? I
think you've got to look at that and say that I think the manager, since he first came here, has always stressed that if you don't give away goals at the back, a team like Glasgow Rangers are always liable to score goals.
I mean, we went for a long spell without Richard Gough. If you were to work out how many games Richard Gough has actually played compared to the 2 previous seasons, we lost our goalkeeper for a long spell at the start of the season. We've had problems. We've lost key players, and it's all credit to them that they've gone and broken the Premier League defensive record.
What about next season? Is it as difficult to retain the title for a second year as it was for the first?
I would say it'll be even harder again. All I can hope is that we get a wee bit more luck with the injuries, and I feel if we do that, then there's no reason why we can't be champions again next year.
The same weather at the same time last year, but I'd see you again with this. It proves again that we are the best. It proves that you are the best as well. And I think it proves that we'll be the best forever.